Healthcare. And by Executive Air Share, a proud sponsor of the Ruse. Explore the benefits of private aviation today. And we've already got it in the air here tonight and ready to play. Bakersfield on offense first. Here back at the Muni, Bakersfield and UMKC tonight. Dump it down low to Ali, and he goes right to work. Motaz Ali with the first two tonight. 6'10" senior.
Well, you can already see UMKC undersized with the injuries to their bigs down low, and so the guards are going to have to really hunker down and play team basketball on the defensive end.
There's a little leak. The finger roll is short, and he knocks it out of bounds and over to Bakersfield. Yeah, UMKC going tonight without Jordan Giles, injured. He'd had the broken nose, and then when he went in to get that checked, he told him about his leg had been hurting and found out he might have a stress fracture. So Tony Jackson, the freshman, in there tonight, starting for the UMKC Kangaroos.
Yeah, if you look at the bench for UMKC, you see 6 guys in black down there, unable to play. Jordan Giles, one of the biggest starter for UMKC with that injury. So UMKC is going to have to play team basketball against a good Cal State Bakersfield team.
Dump it in again to Ali as they swing it around. Rap as he works his way to Joyner, and that one goes for the freshman.
And Cal State knows already that UMKC is short, so they're going to be trying to get to the rim. See Joyner that time with the layup.
So the lineup tonight, you have Tony Jackson, you have Brandon McKissick, 2 freshmen, then Xavier Bishop, who has the ball out front, getting a screen from Leak. And then also Broderick Robinson, their leading scorer, and Robinson has it right now on the right wing.
Well, Broderick's the senior out there, been in these situations before, knows how to create his own shot. That time called for the travel.
And this one going the other way on the turnover.
UMKC not backing down there in full court man-to-man press. Throwing a different look at Cal State.
They get it up the floor. Joyner, outstanding freshman, Jarkel Joyner. He has led the way in scoring many times this season. In fact, 6 times. Ali wide open inside. And this one has not started too well for the Ruse with 6 straight points for Bakersfield. And 2 of those from the WAC. And then last season, Coach Barnes and these Roadrunners won 25 games. They made the NIT. They were the 8th seed, and they ran it all the way to Madison Square Garden to the Final Four of the semifinals there. So 2 outstanding seasons in a row for Coach Barnes and this Bakersfield team.
Most definitely very well coached, and they play so hard for Coach Barnes.
That one ripped away there on the miss by Leak. Wrap up the floor quickly. From downtown, that one missing on the shot there by Holden. And here comes Xavier Bishop.
See Bishop with the rebound. The guards are going to have to do a really good job of rebounding the basketball as he is fouled on the play.
And Coach Richardson, we were talking about the Bakersfield team that comes off a good season. Last season, the Ruse won 18 games. They made the CBI tournament. They were 8-6 in conference play. And Coach Richardson, while they had to play a lot of veteran leadership to come up with that record last season, they were really good down the stretch with 5 seniors starting. It's left a bit of a void this season as Broderick Robinson misses that shot from the outside with a lot of young guys that he's trying to work into the lineup right now and get some experience, Michael.
Yeah, he's definitely earning his paycheck coaching these young guys out there as we have a travel inside on Cal State, so the ball will turn over to UMKC. But definitely having to put his coaching hat on more and more this season with young guys like McKissick and Marco Smith, Stephen Dooley, Xavier Bishop, a sophomore. But these young guys are learning to play in the fire, which will only fare well as they enter more into conference play.
And it's really the same thing for Bakersfield because they lost a lot of veteran leadership from those teams that they had the last couple of seasons. So they're going through something very similar. From outside, this is Tony Jackson for 3.
Well, that'll settle you down quick. Tony Jackson in the starting lineup tonight. Good penetration and kick from Xavier Bishop for the 3-pointer.
Yeah, Tony Jackson, who's battled some concussion symptoms, and he missed about 5 games, but now back and obviously in full effect here tonight. Rapp dumps it off inside. That's an offensive foul. Taking the charge, Tony Jackson.
Well, that was all started by Brandon McKissick, but we'll take another look at that last 3 by Tony Jackson. Just took the charge on this end, but good penetration and kick out to Jackson, ready to shoot, knocks down the 3 from the corner.
Bishop up top, off to Leak. Brewers getting their first hit of the ball game with Tony Jackson, and here is Brandon McKissick, the second 3.
Well, the young man from Ferguson is really getting after defensively as he has an assignment of Rapp.
Joyner floating in, and he gets that one to go for his second hoop. The freshman from Oxford, Mississippi.
High screen and roll is really giving Bakersfield problems right now. Xavier Bishop is stretching the defense, making 2 players guard 1.
Broderick Robinson tried to kick it outside, lost it inside, knocked out of bounds though by Ali. We have timeout on the floor, but a couple of 3 balls by a proud supporter and the official pre meal provider for UMKC Athletics. Visit the Italian restaurant in Westport or go to capinis.com. Nice little inbound play there as Broderick Robinson has an opening and hits the bucket and ties this game at 8.
Well, that was a good design out of the timeout by Coach Richardson. Just a one-on-one play out of bounds for the bucket.
Yeah, you love to see that out of the timeout, get a good look. Sometimes those are called the special teams of basketball, where you can get some things done out of the timeout with a good design. And there's Ali battling inside, left-hand shot, gets the roll. He has 6 points in the ball game, averaging about 8 a game on the season.
Well, that 6'10" frame is going to give UMKC a lot of problems. They don't put a body on him and push him out of the lane. That time, good offensive rebound and putback.
Broderick Robinson, that's a 3!
Let's go. Well, that's a good sign when you're leading scorer, knocked down 2 buckets in a row. And this pressure from UMKC really bothering Bakersfield.
And it's out of bounds off of Rapp. And that is the top assist guy in the conference for the last 4 seasons and the best assist to turnover guy. And the rude trap causes a turnover.
Well, Brandon McKissick is the go-to guy on the defensive end. He loves the one-on-one matchup and assignment that he has with Rapp. That time causing a turnover.
And now Marco Smith into the ball game for Kansas City. Here's Robinson once again, a 3. This time no good. Dullian tips it, but Bakersfield comes away.
Well, that was a heat check shot that time. You got to take it.
Joyner dumps it here to Justin Davis, another freshman on this team. Now it's Rapp with a rare shot, and that's why.
For sure.
Marco Smith. Ross back to Smith. He'll offer a 3. Too strong on that one. A good look, though, for Kansas City.
Yeah, good ball movement that time from UMKC, but Bakersfield right back.
And that foul's going to go on Kansas City as taking it in right at him that time, Jarkel Joyner.
Well, Bakersfield is doing a great job of pushing the tempo offensively. No matter on a miss or made bucket, they're looking to get the ball down the court. UMKC will have to get back in a defensive transition.
Well, Coach Richardson's got some injuries. He's playing with all this short lineup, but it's fun to watch the quickness, the full court. And how about this guy right here? He's another one of the newcomers on this team. He transferred from Jones County Community College, where they went to the National Junior College Tournament in Hutchinson. And he has come in here and averaged about 11 points a game on the season. He is first, Ricky Holden is. He is first in the conference in minutes played at 33.2 minutes a game. 5'10", 170 junior from Laurel, Mississippi. 87% from the free throw line.
Well, UMKC, 5 guards out there is always reminiscent of Raytown 95. Ty Lue, Cortez Groves, Terry Nooner.
One of the favorites of the area all time. That's one of my favorites.
Whenever I see 5 guards on the court, I automatically think of that. Think of those guys.
Me too, buddy. And, of course, Ty Lue now coaching the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's got a national championship, world championship under his belt in the NBA. We knew him win. That shot no good by Jackson on the drive, ripped away there by Durham. And Damian Durham in the ball game. He has not played. He wears 23 for Bakersfield in the last couple of ball games. But he's back in here now, and this guy can really get it up from three land. And there's a walk on the sideline. Either that or he stepped on the sideline and turns it over.
Well, that was good pressure from Marco Smith, the freshman out of KCK. That's what Coach Richardson really looking after him and McKissick to do, is to get after it defensively. You take a look at Durham for Cal State Bakersfield.
Yeah, preseason first team all whack Durham is. Here's Jackson trying to go off the dribble. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Kansas City with the Roadrunners on top by 1. So the Roos, this is the 6'5" and under league, as we talked about. So we've got some guys that have to hit the boards tonight for Kansas City. That's usually an area that they struggle in. But the quickness advantage should be there. And there's Tony Jackson with his second three.
Well, see, Tony Jackson's one of the biggest recruits this year for UMKC. Been slowed this year by injury, but he can fill it up.
Oh, it's nice to see him back, without a doubt, for this UMKC team. And he's right in the mix again and causes the tied ball situation, and over to Kansas City.
Well, sometimes injuries can cause you to play people who haven't got a lot of playing time, and Tony Jackson back, knocking down his second three of the game for the Kangaroos.
And, Michael, let's just tell it like it is. I mean, they're playing with 5 guards.
For sure.
There is no post. There is no forward. I mean, these guys are guards. They have to kind of play underneath in different scenarios there. But it's a 5-guard lineup for Kansas City.
Well, this is the mentality where it's all game, no gimmicks for UMKC. You just got to want it more than the other team and go out there. And so far tonight, UMKC is doing just that.
Boy, Tony Jackson looking quick out there.
Well,
strong.
You have to be guarded by a 4-5, since he's playing the 4-5 for UMKC. So that 5 has to come out on the perimeter and guard Tony Jackson, who's a 6'4", 6'5" shooting guard.
Yeah, when you got guys like 6'10" Ali and 6'11" Indoy, Dully misses the shot. They cannot check the 6'5" Jackson. Here's Rapp. And on the other side, they're going to try to post the Roos up inside every chance they get.
Well, that's where you use your quickness, and Tony Jackson is beating him to the spot so far. UMKC really pressing out on the ball on the perimeter.
Durham on the pullback, and he whiffed it all out of bounds over to Kansas City. And we've got timeout on the floor, but a lot of energy in the gym for this 6'5" and under league, led there by Tony Jackson, and they've caused some turnovers here and turned those into points. And that's the thing.
For sure.
All over the court, pressure defense. You know Coach Richardson likes that.
Definitely. You have guys who are just wanting to get after it defensively. Haven't got a chance to play a lot this year. They have something to prove, and what a better time of the year needing a big conference win than to start right now.
Well, look at this. Bakersfield's gone a bit small as well after they've seen what is happening to them with the quick ruse. And that's going to be a turnover going against Kansas City. It's going to be on Isaiah Ross.
Yeah, Ross used that right hand, extended it out. Good defense that time from Rapp. This is what's giving Cal State a lot of problems, this pressure right here.
That foul's going to be on Isaiah Ross. And then little collision there with the official and Rapp, but I think we're all right. Our officials tonight, Winston Stith, Rob Kruger, and Wilson Holland.
Well, McKissick back in the game for Isaiah Ross. Picked up 2 quick fouls. So he'll have the assignment of Rapp, who's really been bothering so far tonight.
Bakersfield down 2. Just over 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Glad to have you with us here on the Ruse Network, along with the Ruse all-time leading scorer, Michael Watson. This is Neil Harwell. On the pull-up, that one will not go. Rebound battle for and into the hands of Joyner. They'll have another go, and that is Durham missing from outside. Man, that one scraped the top of the Muni.
Yeah, he put that one up, but here's Marco Smith right back.
Bishop now leaves it for McKissick. And another three for Kansas City.
And that's just ball movement and good penetration and kick from UMKC. McKissick with the big three.
Bakersfield running quickly the other way, and they draw the foul as Joyner takes it in.
You got to love the energy from UMKC on both ends of the floor. Coach Richardson has really changed up, having to with the smaller lineup, pressing up defensively and offensively, penetrating and kicking. So far, working for UMKC.
Brandon McKissick with 2 threes. Tony Jackson with 2 threes. Here's the freshman Jarkel Joyner, 6'1", 170. From Oxford, Mississippi, and let me tell you something, that is a rarity. When he misses a free throw, came in at 94%. He's only missed 3 free throws this season, and he is 3rd in the nation. He'll probably drop about 50 slots after he missed 1 free throw. But he's got the second.
Only a freshman, good-looking player for Coach Burns.
Little pressure here by the Roadrunners. Robert Kennard in there, accepts the pass. One of the seniors on this team. Here's Dully. Brings it back outside. You know, one of the hallmark, things for this Bakersfield team, they've been so good defensively the last couple of seasons. Now, some of those guys are not with them anymore, but Coach Barnes really coaches that good defense.
Well, you see Cal State now looking a little different with a 1-2-2 extended zone. Doing a different look at the Kangaroos.
Yeah, mixing it up a little bit here. Rapp knocked that one out of bounds. Kansas City keeps it. Only 5 on the shot clock, though. Roos lead it by 4. They've hit 5 of 9 from the 3 line. Conversely, Bakersfield has not yet hit a 3 in the game tonight. And Kansas City able to turn them over. They've caused 5 turnovers here so far on Bakersfield. Bishop going to work. McKissick launching the 3. There we go. Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
On point, McKissick. And then he draws the foul. Brandon McKissick has hit 3 threes, all 3 of his attempts, and this one right before the shot clock.
Well, you got to love it. Catching and shooting, not hesitating, knowing how much time is on the clock. Then he picks up the foul on Matt. Looked like Matt extended his arm. Take a look at the three-point comparison.
Well, there's your ball game right there.
6 of 10 from three-point range.
And nothing for Bakersfield. Now, a guy like Damian Durham could change that in a hurry for Bakersfield. There he goes in the lane. Nice deal off to Sean Briggs and 1.
Well, that was a good split that time from Durham and finding Briggs for the easy bucket. But UMKC really bothering Cal State Bakersfield, but Bakersfield still hanging close.
Sean Briggs, solid player for this team, 6'6", 200, the senior from Brentwood, California. Was on the WAC all-newcomer team a season ago. And he completes the three-point play, and Broderick Robinson back into the ball game for Kansas City. Been an entertaining game so far, Michael. All this full court pressure, running up and down the floor.
From both teams, you see the in-game adjustment from Cal State, pressing up and now back into a 1-2-2 zone.
Robinson going baseline, finding a Lear leak. Took a long time to go up with that one, and then draws the foul on Ali. A Lear leak will go to the free throw line.
Well, that was a great job by Robinson, not selling it for the 3. Even though Cal State's in the zone, I always tell my young players, you can still penetrate against the zone, and Robinson does a great job finding a Lear leak who'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Lear is 73% on the season from the free throw line, and he's got the first one. The big thing that Alir Leak has brought to the table this season, 6'9", 225 junior, is his shot blocking ability. He's a long player. He is 5th in the conference with 23 blocks on the season.
Well, he's the lone rim protector for UMKC tonight.
Knocked out of bounds and over to Bakersfield. So Kansas City by 5. They set up that full court pressure again as everybody is in the back court. Now they go long with the pass. Durham up the floor. Off the glass and scoring. Nice work by Damian Durham.
Well, Durham is a long guard for Cal State Bakersfield. Good outlet pass that time with the ability to finish.
And that's one of his rare shots inside the 3 line. Most every time that ball is going up from outside the arc when Durham has it.
Well, Xavier Bishop, the one-man press breaker for UMKC, just put the ball in his hands and let's get it past half court.
Talk about this zone they're playing, Michael. What's going on in that thing? Here's Kennard. That's a three for Kennard.
It doesn't matter what's going on in that zone. Kennard.
Not when they're shooting like that. That is 7 threes for Kansas City, 7 of 11. A foul out front on Dully.
Well, this 1-2-2 zone is designed to stop the three-point shot, but Kennard right now knocking down another 3, the 7th in the first half for UMKC.
Well, the Roos have this pace going, this kind of frenetic pace, and they're moving the ball well, and guards are finding themselves open from the 3 line. That's usually a pretty good combination for Kansas City. Good three-point shooting team, and here is the guy that is the best assist guy in the WAC for the last 4 seasons. And he is number 2 on the all-time list at Bakersfield. 463 assists coming in. I mean, he's getting 100 every year. Over 100. For Coach Barnes, who was pretty good at doing that himself when he played at Ole Miss and was an honorable mention All-American and All-SEC for Ole Miss.
Looks like Bakersfield is back into their man-to-man defense after coming out of that 1-2-2 zone. Wasn't working for him.
And it's Joyner guarding Bishop. Xavier shakes him. Rebounded there by Joyner.
That was a good look from Bishop that time, unable to knock it down.
Yeah, Roos will take that one. That is Xavier Bishop. One of their top scorers on the season, about 12 a game. Going backdoor cut. Alir Leak trying to provide a hand, but Joyner went underneath, and he's got another hoop.
Well, I don't know if you saw Mapp that time, giving directions while he's coming off the screen, pointing for his guy to go backdoor, and then laid it in there nicely for the assist. My goodness.
And Joyner has 7 points, and there's a steal out front. Briggs on his race to the rim was going to yak that one, but up to contest is Jackson.
Well, I love the...
They're playing off that well tonight. One of those guys, Brandon McKissick. At the free throw line, this is Sean Briggs, 73% on the season, misses the first one here. Averaging over 10 points a game, over 5 rebounds a game. He's 9th in the conference in rebounding. A big contributor last season to the outstanding Bakersfield team that won the WAC in the regular season.
Cal State has a lot of long guards out there, and there you see right there, Briggs coming up with the steal.
Quickly up the floor to Joyner. And now they'll reshape the offense here, only trailing by 1. Briggs. And there's a walk up top on Joyner. And that is the 6th turnover on the Bakersfield.
Yeah, you hear Coach Burns tell him to move the basketball. You can get that shot anytime. But as a freshman, your eyes kind of light up. We have somebody out there on the island that time call for steps.
And now it looks like Bakersfield will just drop back, extend that defense in the half court, which is now a man-to-man. as you said. Here's Bishop on the move, and he walked. Trying to set up Marco Smith in the corner, and one too many on the steps. Coach Richardson still liking the effort here in the first half. A lot of injuries to contend with. Jordan Giles once again out tonight. Also Mo Ahmed. There's a near steal by Broderick Robinson.
Well, good job, UMKC, getting after it.
Whoa, that one blocked away. The long arm of the law, and he gave you a Mutombo over here with the finger wag. Alir Leak. So is this becoming a thing now, that I'm a shot blocker?
Hey, we'll
that is
take
number
it.
24 on this season.
We'll take it. Take a look at it right here. Alir Leak right here, bottom of the screen. Could have caught it. Good job keeping the ball in play. Alir Leak with his 24th block on the year.
And looks over this way with the finger wag.
I love it.
Now, Michael.
He wasn't even allowed to see Mutombo play.
Up over the top. Bishop could not get it to drop. And the Roadrunners the other way. Wrap up top.
You're looking for alley down low. Good job, Alir Leak, defensively causing trouble.
Wrap on the penetration, stolen by Smith. We have an offensive foul, and it's going on Wrap.
Well, that was a good call from our vantage point. You can see Xavier Bishop did a great job of beating Wrap to the spot. Wrap extended that left arm and got called for the offensive foul.
So the foul is on Wrap. That is his second. Justin Davis re-enters the ball game, and it will be Briggs taking a seat. Kansas City still leading by 1.
You got 4 guards and Alir Leak out there for UMKC. Xavier Bishop picks up his dribble.
That offense starting way high for Kansas City right now. 10 on the shot clock.
That's good defense from Cal State Bakersfield, Isaiah Ross.
Oh, another 3 for Kansas City. First one tonight for Ross.
Now that's what I'm talking about. He shot that one from power and light.
8 threes for Kansas City and 0 threes for Bakersfield, as they miss another one, and they're now 0 for 4.
Well, sometimes makes are contagious. When you see one of your teammates shoot the shot, the rim looks like an ocean, and UMKC is throwing them in.
Davis, they work it high-low. Ali inside. Leak got a piece, but also draws a foul. That's actually on Bishop, who was trying to double down. So Xavier will pick up the foul, his first. Kansas City's 9th team foul to the line, Motaz Ali. And he missed the first one. UMKC season tickets are the best value in Kansas City. Reserve seating starts at only $99. Join Kansas City's Division I team and call 844-UMKC-FAN to buy. And Ali from Alexandria, Egypt. And you might remember a guy, Ali Ahmed, who played for Bakersfield. Well, those two guys played club basketball before they both ended up here at Bakersfield.
So that means they were both pros before they came over here. Club basketball in Europe.
Because you know all about that.
I'm trying to tell you that you can see the skill set that he has.
Ross taking it in, draws the foul. It's going to be on Davis.
Well, Isaiah Ross, just a big bruiser when he decides to put it in his strong hand, his right, going to his right, and that time drawing the foul on Davis.
Isaiah Ross, 5th in the conference in threes made this season. One of the top shooters in the conference. Free throw line, he's 75% on the season. Strokes home the first one. At the Muni last season, when these two teams got together, Isaiah had 11 points in his freshman season against Bakersfield, and he had 3 of 6 from the 3 line and hit both of his free throws in that game. Got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman, Michael. Really showed this league he can shoot. He's had 4 20-point games this season, and he has 2 free throws here, and the Roos out to a 5-point lead.
He's one of those guys, if he sees one goes in, he's going to come out and pull the next one and can really throw up points in a hurry.
Yeah, we've sure seen that a few times in his career so far. Just a sophomore. Joyner from outside. That's a 3, so they get their first 3 of the game, and Joyner now has 10 points.
Well, Joyner's a scorer. You can see he's looking to score first at every opportunity. That time, even on the deflection, able to knock down the 3.
Joyner came in 32% on the season. A whistle and a foul going on Bakersfield. That's going to be on Holden. Ricky Holden picks up the foul there, and Broderick Robinson goes to the free throw line where he's 71%. And he went through a little stretch here not long ago where he really struggled from the line. But we know he can shoot it from the free throw line, and he misses the front end here.
Yeah, that's when you just start thinking about it when you're at that free throw line.
Marco Smith high in the air for the rebound. And here goes Marco dealing it back to Bishop. And now Smith, a near steal by Rapp, but Smith keeps it alive. Ross. And he keeps it alive. Great hustle by Kansas City. One thing you get when you shoot a lot of threes and you have these guards out here, Michael, the long rebounds.
You got to get those 50-50 balls, and that time Isaiah Ross shot the ball and able to track it down. Here's Bishop to the basket.
He had that one wiped out of there, and here come the Roadrunners. Holden missed the shot, leaked the rebound. And up and down we go at the Muni. Marco Smith. Hop, step, I'll see ya.
Man, Marco covers a lot of ground so quick. And then right after defensively on Rapp. That on-ball defensive pressure from UMKC has really bothered the Wax leading assist man Rapp all night long here in this first half.
Yeah, the guy with all the assists in the game for the Roadrunners is Briggs. Badly missed out there. Here comes Bishop. And he goes all the way to the rim and draws the foul. Bakersfield, head basketball coach here at the Division I level. Well, he recruited Rod Barnes to go to Ole Miss when Coach Hunt was the head coach there. And so you know he was going to be here to see his former player in action as a head coach now at Bakersfield. That was fun to see.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, for sure.
And I talked to Coach Barnes before the game. He was looking forward to seeing Coach Hunt here tonight. What was Lee telling us? He said, hey, I went in this small town in Mississippi and this 6-foot, really skinny guy, you know, and then he turned out to be a great player, Rod Barnes. And then, of course, Rod Barnes went on to be the Ole Miss head coach as well later on. And Xavier Bishop with the free throw.
We've seen the momentum change a little bit in favor of Cal State Bakersfield, but UMKC doing a great job of biding the time and really getting after it defensively.
Kansas City up by 6, largest lead of the game. In fact, Bakersfield started out this game leading by 6. They got the first 6 points of the ballgame. There's a steal down low, taken away by Isaiah Ross.
That was good on-ball defense against Davis, just getting his hand there and knocking it loose. Isaiah Ross is looking for his shot now.
McKissick with the quickness, but he missed the shot. Leak patty-caked with it on the glass out of bounds, and it will stay with Kansas City. You know Brandon wants that one back.
Yeah, good job driving to the hole, just a little bit strong off the glass. But you see he has the ability to get to the basket when he wants to. Was a great scorer in high school. So the guys are getting acclimated to the Division I level, the speed of everything. But once he does, man, he's going to be a player for the Roos.
Well, yeah, pretty soon it's going to be other teams that have to adjust to the speed of the Roos with guys like McKissick and Marco Smith. Here's Robinson finding McKissick as they swing it. They got a fresh 30 after the ball went out of bounds. Here's Bishop, way off on that shot. And Rapp quickly the other way. Brent Rapp finding Briggs. He'll go to the line.
Well, that was a good job by Briggs that time, using the ball fake to get a little leak in the air and drawing that foul.
So Briggs back to the line. He's been there a lot this season, 79 times coming in. As we said, only 6'6" and just 200 pounds, but he's a rugged guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he will get in there and battle you. Man, this team was so good defensively. They were holding their opponents to 37% shooting last season. That was one of the top marks in all of NCAA. Stephen Dully back into the ball game.
It's good to see Stephen Dully in the game. Got to spend a lot of time with him growing up at Lincoln Prep. Shout out to his coach, Pip Dukes, and in the gym, great AAU local program that Steve Dully came up through. And talking to him before the game, how excited Steve was knowing he was going to get a lot of playing time here tonight as a freshman.
Yeah, he's in the rotation now.
For sure.
I mean, you know, a guy that walked on, and he's just a freshman, as we said, and he's in that rotation. I mean, he's a guy they count on now. And good to see another local guy. He and Marco Smith. 5 on the shot clock. Isaiah Ross missed the 3, wrapped the rebound. Roadrunners down by 4. Ali running the floor, and there's Dully that jumped right in front of him to knock it out of bounds. Good hustle getting back on defense.
Yeah, Ali was trying to go for the alley-oop, but a bad pass from Joyner, it looked like. But good job by Steve Dully getting back in the defensive transition.
All the way up top to Durham.
Yeah, Durham has that long build, 6'5", 6'6". Long arms can really stretch the defense. 30 seconds remaining here in this first half.
Lob it into Ali. They got what they wanted. And he's got 4 dunks here in the first half.
Well, that 6'10" frame really bodes well for him. Just throw it up to the rim, big fella, with the dunk.
Bishop in the lane, finding Robinson. Broderick on the pull-up, but it won't go. And out of bounds, and that's the end of the first half. Kansas City hangs on to a 2-point lead. And so he's got the glasses, but the thing we're worried about now is his foot.
Yeah.
He's got a stress fracture maybe on that foot. And so they missed Jordan tonight. But the short guys, the short young guys have been out there playing well. And there's McKissick with a rip right out of the gate.
Come on, give me them cookies. That's what we call that one. McKissick getting after it with Rapp from the jump ball. Great job by the freshman.
Oh, I mean to tell you, that is something fun to see right out of the break. Ali missed the shot. There's the rebound by McKissick.
Well, McKissick's one of those emotional players for UMKC. He's got a foul out top against Joyner, I think that is.
Yes, on Joyner.
Well, McKissick has been just getting after it all night, and he and Rapp have been going after it. Good job on the ball still and layup for the freshman out of Ferguson.
That's the first thing that we liked when we saw McKissick was the way he D'd up on the point guard. And tonight he's just playing all over the place, but he had the chance to do it that time. The other thing you like is that's out of the halftime break. You love to see the energy. First play out of the halftime break when a lot of times guys are lethargic and things like that, Michael. But here are the Roos with the ball again, leading by 4. Dumping inside the leak. 2 on the shot clock. Alir had it blocked. Didn't really know what they were doing on that possession.
Yeah, not a good possession by UMKC. That's Cal State clamping down defensively.
Ali throwing a shoulder. Ali fed it back to him. Alir leaked it. Here's Tony Jackson open for a three. Missed on the back iron there, but there's McKissick again and almost saved it.
That was a good look by Jackson, but here comes Bakersfield.
I think Jackson might have got a piece, but Briggs on the other side.
Man, good tip by Rapp over to Briggs. He is such a crafty player. Reminds me of Andrew Wojciechowski from Centenary. I don't know where that name just came from, but that's who he reminds me of.
You went deep into the bag for that one,
That's
man.
2003.
Here's Robinson. Five on the shot clock. Broderick back for McKissick. Oh, have mercy! McKissick with his fourth three. And he is right up in the senior wrap. And that one's knocked out of bounds and will stay with Bakersfield.
Hey, well, Brandon said, hey, give me the ball. I'm rolling right now. Big smile on the freshman's face, but he's really getting after it defensively. It's what's turning into offense for the Kangaroos.
And he has a career-high 14 with plenty of game left. Shot missing. There's Tony Jackson with a quick, nice outlet to Bishop. Hop,
Let's
step.
go.
I'll see ya. Xavier Bishop. That all happened from the outlet pass by Tony Jackson.
I mean, this full court press is really bothering Cal State.
Oh, it bothered him again, but somehow Briggs was able to kick it to himself.
Yeah, he definitely got away with a travel on that one, but that's all right. UMKC, the intensity is through the roof for the Kangaroos.
Rapp dumps it in to Ali, going against Alir Leak. Up over the top. Good defense, Leak, that time.
I mean, Leak is just a wall down there as Ali trying to go through him, but good job by Alir Leak holding his ground.
Leak launching the three. It would not stick. Joint of the rebound.
Well, that's a good look. That's one thing Alir Leak can do at the 5. The stretch 4-5 player can knock it down from outside.
Look at Tony Jackson guarding Briggs in the post down there.
Well, that was two big bodies down there getting after it.
Ali inside with the hammer.
I mean,
as Rapp found him.
He just unleashes his arms, and they just go
They go
gadget.
forever,
I
don't they?
mean, my goodness.
I mean, he feels like he can touch the rim from the free throw line. That is a long player, Motaz Ali.
That was a good look by Rapp. You can tell why he's a top assist man in the conference for the last 4 years. Just has a knack for getting his teammates the basketball.
Yeah, that's his third assist of the ball game. On the other hand, Xavier Bishop has 7 assists in the ball game. Love to see that out of X, too. He's becoming more and more, you know, in high school he's a big-time scorer. He's more of a shot-first guy. He's becoming more of a pass-first guy now and getting his teammates involved and doing a great job at that. Dully going to the rim.
Well, Steve Dully, one of the top scorers in the Interscholastic League at Lincoln Prep last year. Our preferred walk-on here at UMKC. Good job using the baseline and using the glass for the basket.
Holden out front. Now it's Lee. Swing it over to Rapp. 5 on the shot clock. Lee inside to Briggs. And the shot clock violation.
Well, Alir Lee came to play tonight, and he and Ali have been battling all layup as a freshman, really getting it going. 14 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from three-point land.
You think Brandon McKissick's enjoying himself tonight?
Oh, my gosh.
He looks like he's having a blast out there tonight.
I love seeing guys out there smiling and having fun, playing the game that they love. It's nothing better.
And I imagine this is the way most of them like to play the game, right?
Man.
Up and down.
Up and down,
A lot
play
of
it
speed.
loose.
There's Dully on the look from Robinson.
Well, that was all Robinson that time, penetrating, drawing 3 defenders. The good drop-off to Dully with the left-hand finish. The freshman out of Lincoln Prep with 4 points on the night.
9-point lead for Kansas City, largest of the game. Here's Briggs. Out of the corner. That one missed there on the shot by Holden, and Robinson, the leading rebounder at only 6'1" for Kansas City, comes away.
Yeah, Robinson goes after the basketball. You love that from the guard position.
Isaiah Ross on the other side. Almost got it to go, ripped away by Briggs. Wrap up the floor quickly to Holden. Leak was there for the block. And it goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds, and will stay with Bakersfield.
Well, Bakersfield will try to push the ball in transition early. UMKC doing a good job that time of getting back as Marco Smith, the freshman out of Washington High School, checks back in the game. Xavier Bishop will take a seat.
Rapp triggers into Lee. Now back to Rapp. Dump it down to Briggs, working on Isaiah Ross, and that foul is going to be on Isaiah as he picks up his third personal foul and the first foul on the Roos in the second half. And Briggs looks like he's trying to go to the free throw line, but I don't think so.
He tried the old Kobe sweep through. You see that rule, see that foul called a lot in the NBA, but not a shooting foul, and Briggs is not happy about it. But Isaiah Ross and he have been banging all night long as Tony Jackson checks back into the game for a Lear Leak.
And the Roos back out there with the 5-guard lineup again. And Marco Smith feeds that one right back to him.
Well, Marco Smith, so quick hands, quick feet.
And long. I mean, he's 6'2", but
yeah.
You talk about go-go gadget arms.
Really is. Got a chance to see him play since his freshman year for Coach King out at Washington High School for the Wildcats. One of the most exciting players in the area.
You know who I don't think has much fun tonight is Brent Rapp. I mean, these freshmen are all up in him tonight. Joyner over the top. They keep it alive with a rebound by Durham, and a three going down for Joyner.
Well, second chance points, you have to get that rebound, but 5 guards out there now. Raytown 95 back on the court for UMKC.
Well, that was a big hit by Joyner because things were getting away from Bakersfield just a bit there.
Well, let's see how the Roos respond right now. 3 freshmen on the floor for Coach Richardson's Kangaroos.
There's one of them. McKissick missed the shot. Here come the Roadrunners.
Same spot.
Not this time, though. Briggs is there, though. Inside, put it in the crack, tipped it up, no. And on the floor, a foul called is going to be on Kansas City, and that's where they're going to struggle with the 5-guard lineup. Is on the glass, which they are being out-rebounded badly tonight, yet leading by 6.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do when you got 6'7", 6'8" out there. You can box him out. All he has to do is put his hands up as a Lear Leak will check back into the game to give the Roos some size down low. And immediately off the bench, Ali for Bakersfield.
Well, good move for Coach Richardson out of the inbound play here to have Leak get him in there. Lee from outside. And there's the rebound by Lear Leak. McKissick off to Dully. Way up top, Marco Smith. There goes Marco. Can't get it to go. And he'll take that one every time.
Man, good look from Marco Smith, unable to knock that one down. Still 3 freshmen out here along with a Lear Leak and the senior Broderick Robinson for the Kangaroos.
Into Ali, and he rams one home with a left hand. That was a pro move. You were talking about Michael earlier.
That's a pro move right there. Good spin baseline, and then didn't bring it back to the right hand. Dunks it with the left hand to pull Bakersfield to within 4.
And Ali now with 13 points in the game.
Well, you knew Cal State Bakersfield wasn't going to go away that easy. One of the premier teams in the WAC the past couple of years battling against the Kangaroos.
Lear Leak draws the foul as he takes it in. This foul is going to go against Motaz Ali. And that will be his second personal foul. So the Roos will trigger in. Sean Briggs checks back in for the Roadrunners. So the Reeds, they look like they're really going to flatten out here on the inbound. On the baseline. Holden checks in as well and really spread this Roadrunner team out. Let's see what Coach Richardson and the Roos have in the bag here on the inbound play.
Well, it's a 1-4 set out of the out-of-bounds play. We've seen Roger Robinson score off this earlier, trying to get it to Marco Smith in the same position. There you go, the high screen with a Lear leak.
Robinson with 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 3. And Durham now in transition. Off to Ali, almost walked with it. And back to Durham.
Well, good job by UMKC getting back into transition. Get the applause from the crowd here. 44-40, UMKC trying to hold on and get their first win here in conference play.
Durham on the baseline. Rebound, Robinson. Lear Leak took a shot to the rib cage. And Ali blocks the shot of Marco Smith. Ali is 4th in the conference in blocks with 27 coming in. He blocked 56 shots last season. Lear Leak went out there, and as Holden went by, he gave him an elbow while he was dribbling right to the midsection, and he's still shaking that one off. We've got who has scored 13 tonight. He and Joyner both have scored 13 in the game, and they trail it by 4.
Well, sometimes all you can coach up is the kangaroo stew. Just throw some stuff out there and see what tastes good, and 3 freshmen on the floor so far been working well.
Kangaroo stew.
That just happened.
Down low. Ali, and we're going to take another quick break here as that turnover goes against Bakersfield. Back after this. Tonight.
Yeah, definitely have both teams really picking it up on the defensive end. Kangaroos led by Brandon McKissick, 14 points tonight, 4-4 from three-point land. But all of the freshmen are really getting an opportunity to play tonight and playing very well.
Bishop down the lane. Nice deal off to Leak. He took that extra dribble, draws the foul, and will go to the free throw line. Boy, Xavier has really been good with the ball tonight in his looks. And he finds Leak here. That could have easily been assist number 8 tonight for X.
Yeah, he wanted it. He's a one-man press breaker that time. 2 people just went right around them, right down the middle of the lane as Lear Leak misses that first free throw. But he's one of those players who had a lot of playing time last year as a freshman. So Coach Richardson put the ball in his hands this year as a sophomore and saying, hey, lead my squad out here, especially on the defensive end.
I got to believe Coach Rich likes what he has seen.
Oh, for sure.
So far tonight out of his young
For
people.
sure.
There's Leak with the second free throw going down. I mean, that's the way Coach Richardson has really wanted to play since he got the job 5 seasons ago when he came here, and hadn't always had the talent. But you can see these guys they recruited, the freshmen are getting to play a lot now. That they've got that talent.
Absolutely love
to be able to play fast and pressure and do things and cause havoc. They've caused 12 turnovers on Bakersfield tonight. Look at this. Shot clock at 2, now 1. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
A bailout as Joyner is able to hit the 3, a guarded 3 in the corner with shot clock winding down, and it is now a 3-point game.
Well, that kid is special. Only a freshman. Didn't even have to look where the rim was. Just knew from muscle memory, able to knock that one down. Big shot for the Roadrunners.
Deals it off to Dully on the other side.
Whoa.
Oh, he'll be using that one in the Rec Man League for 30 years.
For sure, Steve.
Across the lane. Oh, my goodness. The old man Rec League out of Dully, and here's a foul as Bishop takes it the other way.
Well, it could be an intentional foul. He just reached out and grabbed him from behind. But Steve Dully, the freshman, we've been talking about the freshman a lot. From right here in Kansas City, Lincoln Prep High School, definitely has been in the gym this summer and this fall. Nice little scoop layup, man. That was pretty. That was George Gervin-esque.
Oh, yes.
The Ice Man.
You know what? He kind of unraveled.
Yeah, he did.
On the other side.
I could never finger roll. I just never understand people. I
now that you say that, I can't remember you finger roll.
No, I would just dunk it.
There goes X off the glass. No good. Rebound taken away by Durham. 5-point lead for Kansas City with Rapp going the other way. In the corner, Holden. Too strong. Rebound, Deli.
Umkc doing a great job keeping arm's distance between this Cal State Bakersfield team and themselves. Bishop operates up top.
Leak over to Deli. Short on the three. Marco Smith is there. Going to work inside. Staying with it. Marco Smith. And then a foul on Smith. Well, I didn't know he had a pogo stick in his toolbox.
What a babyface assassin is what we called him at Washington High School. I think it'll be a double foul right here. Yeah, against Marco Smith and Rapp. Let's take a look at the pogo stick, the babyface assassin down low. Missed it. You know what? I got it right back. I'm going to out-rebound the whole team by myself. Marco Smith giving UMKC a 7-point lead. I love the feistiness from these boys out here, McKissick and Marco Smith. I think Coach Richardson has found something tonight with this small lineup.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Causing havoc in the backcourt here. Holden somehow got it away to Durham.
That was a breakdown in defense that time by UMKC, allowing Durham to get behind them. Cal State trying to pick up with a 1-2-2 full court press. Now they're extending out in their 1-2-2 zone. They gave UMKC a little bit of problems in that first half.
Marco Smith up top. Freshman from Washington High School in Kansas City, Kansas. Xavier Bishop!
Off the glass!
Off the glass for three-pointer number 10 tonight for the Roos.
Hey, we'll take it. When it's falling, it's falling. UMKC 52-44. Big three-point basket from Xavier Bishop.
Well, X has played so well facilitating tonight. That's been his game, but man, when the bank is like that on the three-ball. Trapped in the corner, up top to Briggs. Now Durham from outside, that's what he does.
Man.
One of the top three-point shooters in the conference.
That was a big answer from Durham, and he was deep NBA range. Marco Smith even challenged it. But when you're a shooter, it doesn't matter. Good look.
Yeah, he's got that in-the-gym range.
He sure does.
Hit the most threes in the conference last season. That shot no good. Rebound Jackson to keep it alive. Robinson missed the shot. Rebound Durham. And Marco Smith is there. Oh, great hustle by the freshman.
Well, Tony Jackson rebounded the basketball, had a layup, but kicks it back out to Robinson. But the hustle by Marco Smith, those 50-50 balls.
And the crowd giving him a hand for that effort, no question. Robinson, short again. Jackson into the rebound, and they'll call him for the foul. A lot of great energy and effort in the building tonight. Roos up by 5. So the officials will talk it over, and again, it's Winston Stith, Rob Kruger, and Wilson Holland tonight, your officials. I have not seen a change on the scoreboard, though. So
maybe they initially ruled it a 2. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Briggs, and that's too easy as he takes it all the way in.
Yeah, no one stopped the basketball coming down the middle of the floor, which is a cardinal sin for Coach Richardson Kangaroo basketball team. UMKC up by 3, 6:30 remaining in the game.
Leak now to Isaiah Ross. And a whistle as Robinson tried to come across the lane. And a foul going against Bakersfield. That's going to be on Jarkel Joyner. That's his third personal foul as he was trying to check Robinson. He leads the way tonight with 15 for Bakersfield. The Roos once again flatten it out on the baseline as they will trigger in. They get it to Robinson. Back to Isaiah Ross on the pull-up from outside. Isaiah too strong this time. Rebound Briggs.
We don't want to settle for that outside shot. You're doing a great job all night of penetrating to the basket and then kicking out for wide open shots. UMKC now had to get a stop on the defensive end.
Briggs going to work on Jackson. Off to Durham, launching from outside. Missed the shot. And Broderick Robinson tiptoed in there for the rebound.
Man.
And it's going to stay with Kansas City after the kick.
Well, Broderick Robinson, one of the best rebounding guards in the conference that time, just staying with the basketball, not giving up on the play, able to keep that one in bounds in possession of UMKC.
And again, Kansas City on the glass getting out rebounded by 13 tonight, 36-23. On the other hand, they have forced 13 turnovers and have only turned it over 5 times themselves. So that is a great equalizer when you're getting burnt on the glass like that.
Definitely is. Limit your possessions, limit their possessions, and get more opportunities at the shot. That's what UMKC has done, the reason they're up 3.
Robinson way out high to start the offense. McKissick going to work. Little hesitation and fed it right to him. He has a career-high 16.
McKissick getting after it.
Oh, Michael, I think you like that one.
Oh, I love it. He's just playing with reckless abandon out there. Like just doesn't matter. I'm a D up, and I'm going to go to the hole and score layups and shoot threes.
Little hesitation, little backup dribble, and then he went to work. Durham dumps it inside to Briggs, and that one's easy. Briggs now with a dozen, and a good look from Durham.
Yeah, great good look by Durham. Briggs is just a bruiser down low. Anthony Mason-esque down there as Bishop operates out top against Holden.
There goes X. Draws the foul as he takes it in. This will be team foul number 7 on Bakersfield. That will send Xavier Bishop to the free throw line, 75% on the season.
Now, this is where you have to play smart basketball for UMKC. 4:47 remaining in the game, already in the penalty to 1-1. You don't have to settle for outside shots. Now you can get to the basket, try to draw contact and draw the foul, as Xavier Bishop did. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-1. Looks like Tony Jackson checked out, and then back into the game, and freshman Stephen Dully for the Kangaroos.
And Michael, it's been great watching X mature as the primary ball handler. He missed the free throw here, and that's something he does pretty well, but misses the front end. As we said, I mean, he's limiting his turnovers, handling the ball pass first many times now. But right now, the Roos have to get it going on the defensive end. Bakersfield within 3, going to the rim hole, and that's offensive. Look who took it. Robinson in there taking that charge.
Wow, great help defense from the senior Broderick Robinson, sliding over to take that charge.
Man, we've seen that a lot of times in his 2 years here with the Roos.
Great heads-up play by the senior.
McKissick shapes things up as we approach 4 minutes.
And McKissick has the advantage right now. Davis used to playing the 3-4 for the roll runners.
Yeah, and he's playing a point guard. Over to Dully. And a nice play by Dully to knock that one away. That was like a defensive back gaining ground from behind and able to tip it away because Briggs was running free in the open floor.
No gimmicks. You don't play around. You get to the
just
bucket.
Go right to it.
You just get right to it. You want to go out there. He's a baller. And so sometimes you just got to ball, my guy.
On the pull-up, Joyner. Oh, he whiffed that one badly. Ali somehow found that one and tossed it in.
Man, just a Fortunate bounce of the basketball for Ali. Cal State Bakersfield now within 1.
15 for Motaz Ali. His high game on the season, 16 against Alaska Anchorage in the Great Alaska Shootout that Bakersfield won. And he blocked that one. Another block in the game for Ali. That is his 3rd block tonight.
Yeah, Ali just long arms. I mean, it's just ridiculous. McKissick switched hands and he still was able to block it.
They toss it into Ali, trying to go to work on Leak. And they're going to call a foul on Alir Leak on the floor before he got the shot up. And Leak picks up his 3rd personal foul. That is the 5th team foul on Kansas City.
Well, that'll be the matchup to watch for the remainder of the game. Ali and Alir Leak down low. It looks like Coach Barnes is trying to feed his big guy, trying to get some easy buckets.
Yeah, it's no secret as to where they've been going the last few trips. Right down inside to Ali.
And you haven't seen Rapp in a while. Rapp is checked out of the game. The leading assist guy for Bakersfield.
There's a steal. Robinson out of bounds to Kansas City. Robinson is the top steal guy in the WAC. There's why right there. Got a hand in, knocked it away, and the Roos get the basketball.
Well, Holden was just playing with the ball in front of Broderick Robinson. He wasn't having it. Good job of knocking that one loose. Goes off of Holden. Be UMKC's basketball.
Once again, this is the category that the Roos are ruling tonight. A 10-point margin in turnovers. On the glass, it's the Roadrunners with a 17 rebound margin.
We're seeing McKissick get to the hole easily tonight, and Ali's out of the game, so you want to continue trying to get to the basket with the Roadrunners now with 18 fouls.
Bishop going to work around his world, and
Let's
it
go!
goes! At 5'8", Xavier Bishop taking
go!
it to him.
Well, he put him in a spinner that time. He put him in the sauce, Neil. So we call that. He put him in the sauce.
Did he put his foot in it as well?
He put his foot in it, put him in and cooked him up.
All right. Over to Joyner.
And then UMKC switching everything guard to guard. Good D by Tony.
It won't stick. Joyner went with it, and a foul down low. Let's go back to X, putting him in the sauce.
I mean, come here, behind the back crossover. Oh, my goodness. This is just highlights. Whoop, come here. Put him in the sauce. What you want? Veggie, pasta, whatever. I'm going to put you in the sauce. Xavier Bishop with the bucket.
And Joyner, I mean, this is news. A guy that had only missed 3 free throws coming in, 94%, 3rd in the country. He's missed 2 tonight. You can tell he's probably going to go home and shoot 1,000 free throws. He can't believe it. Motaz Ali back into the ball game. Inside 2 to play. This is a solid-looking freshman, though. He's had 4 20-point or better games this season. 12 games in double figures as a freshman.
Yeah, he's a great player for Coach Barnes. You see he's on the floor in crunch time for the Roadrunners.
Quick timeout. 1:51 left. Coach Richardson and the Roos will huddle up, and
from now on, you be shooting too, so you don't have to settle for an outside shot. Coach Richardson telling his guys, hey, let's get something going towards the basket, maybe get the big guy in foul trouble, but let's get a good shot and use a lot of clock right here as well. 25 seconds on the shot clock.
And they've got their 5-guard lineup out there.
Bakersfield now in this 1-2-2 zone. Got Tall Durham outside, trying to bother the top of that zone.
Isaiah Ross, wide right on that one.
Not a good position for the Kangaroos. Just played past the ball around the perimeter. No one looked to drive the basketball. Minute 15 remaining here in the game.
Near steal up top by Robinson.
Good rotation from Robinson.
Brent Rapp is back into the ball game for Bakersfield. Shot clock at 6. There goes Joyner. Found his way to the rim and won, and he'll go to the line.
Man, big bucket from Joyner. Let's see if we can take another look at that. I thought Tony Jackson rotated over in time. Right here, a good shot. Wow.
Was he outside the arc? Didn't look at his feet.
No, I think he was, but he was definitely in position. Tie ball game, a minute 4 remaining here.
Boy, tough one on Tony at 104, and that gives Bakersfield the lead that they have not had since way early in the ball game when they got out to a 6-0 lead.
Well, these are times right now, this is what you coach in practice. Hey, in-game situations, we know what to do. Let's see if the Kangaroos can execute against Cal State now back in their 1-2-2 zone.
McKissick in the center of that zone. Robinson, he'll get 3 free throws as Ali fouled him, and it nearly went.
It nearly went in. That was a big foul, and good look from Brandon McKissick. Coming to the high post.
Didn't you like what they did against the zone? They put McKissick, I mean, he's only 6'3", but they put him in the middle of that zone, and I thought that was what was missing in the last possession.
Yeah, but he's a scorer, so he's at the top of that zone. You have to pay attention to him. You can't just leave him.
And he's a good passer, as demonstrated.
Big free throws coming up right here for Robinson. Tie ball game.
44 seconds left. Broderick Robinson, who has had 4 20-plus point games this season. His high 26 against Manhattan. That was in the Gulf Showcase, the Gulf Coast Showcase. He was on the all-tournament team down there. Alir Leak back in there for defensive purposes to guard the rim on the other end. And Robinson with all 3 of these.
Now UMKC has to do what they've been doing all night and get a stop.
And now Rod Barnes will talk about it. His team down by 2 with 41 seconds left. This is the coach. Hey, if they play like this, it's just fun to watch.
For sure.
I mean, the energy in the building has been outstanding tonight. It reflects what's going on the floor with the way UMKC has played. Dump it inside to Briggs. About 13 seconds difference on the shot and game, and Briggs able to get that one to go on the leaner. So Kansas City can have the final shot here if they work it right.
That was a big bucket by Briggs as Coach Richardson calls a timeout. We knew they were going to go inside. Briggs did a great job against the matchup with Alir Leak at home.
They double team X, he gets out of it. Man-to-man defense for the Roadrunners. X now going to work on the step back for 3. He got it! Have mercy! Xavier Bishop with 1.2.
Oh my goodness!
Put it all on his 5'8", 150 3-point lead. 1.4 is what they have on the clock, so it's going to have to be a launch down the floor here, and it's going to have to go over the 6'9" long Alir Leak. Briggs going deep with it. Robinson is there, and the Roos will win it.